the first part of the show, we're talking about the flood insurance bill that passed the House last week. So it's been welcome news for homeowners that are affected here in the Tampa Bay region, and that's on to the Senate. And Stella, you were asking me off air there a couple of things. What were you mentioning? I thought you had some good questions there for the audience.
Yes, I'll have to clarify something around. You said that this act protects policyholders for no more than 15 to 18% increase in premiums, and that's per year.
Yeah, per year increase. So it's going to cap, what your rate can raise at between 15-18% depending on the type of policy.
Potentially, it could increase 15 to 18%.
Yeah, you could
still.
Yeah, you could still see an increase just like any other bill. And it's sort of like I mentioned, like it is with the property taxes. When you buy a property and that is your primary residence, you get a homestead exemption on that property, and that homestead exemption does a couple of things. One, it knocks $50,000 off the assessed value of your property, to where thus lowering your tax bill, and it also protects you against property tax annual increases at no more than 3% per year. And so what often happens is what does happen when the person sells their home, the homestead exemption is removed, and the new owner will be paying the full assessments due onto that property. So it's sort of the same concept as you see with property taxes.
I see. It's actually great news. I'm seeing my buyers avoiding the flood zones just because we don't really know where that's going. So now tell me, this act, this Affordability Act, how long is it, or how long would it protect homeowners?
What it's supposed to do is for the next, it's supposed to be a 5-year plan, basically, for members of for FEMA to properly assess the situation and to effectively implement, a rollout of the increased premiums on homeowners. And so basically, they're going to be conducting a study over the next several years, and basically, instead of pulling the rug out from underneath of the homeowners and saying, all right, here's your full, premiums due, it'll be phased in, at the end of this in increments. And who knows, they may find a better solution that doesn't necessarily put the entire burden on the homeowners. I don't know. But again, this kind of came out of left field on a lot of people. And so that's another provision of what the act is going to do.
Okay, so that's basically a transition, regulations for a good transition, and potentially in 5 years,
yeah, we could see the
flood
same problem.
insurance would not be
we could
subsidized.
see the same. Yeah, we could see the same problem here in 5 years. Mm-hmm. But at least now it's got more attention. People are aware of it. So homeowners that are purchasing in certain areas are now aware of that. If you were buying a couple of years ago, the average real estate agent wouldn't have mentioned that to you. Wouldn't have been like, there's a potential for your flood insurance rates to be skyrocketing here because you are in a flood zone. And so that's the situation now, but it is a welcome temporary relief here on the Tampa Bay market.